Hey everybody, Jack Boyles, Steam Engines USA. Hope you're having a great day. This video today, I'm talking about sharing some experiences that as parents, as a father, that we're going through with our girls who have gone to college and are going to college. Did you know that you can lose a scholarship over 0.08% drop in your GPA? Unfortunately, one of our daughters, who's going through an engineering program, just suffered that devastating news. She's been she went to early college in high school, graduated, went to a 4-year university, and she's killing it. She's wanting to be a chemical engineer and is just doing great. But, you can't make an A 100 on every test, and she bombed a couple of the tests that she studied so hard for. And when you're in chemical engineering and you're studying some of this advanced chemistry and math and just the equations and fractions, and I mean it's tough, And so I remember she shared one of her classes. The highest grade in the whole entire class was a 50. So I mean, literally everybody bombed the test that time. But fast forward, in all her hard work and all the students in her class that she's with from all over the country, even some from other parts of the world, when you're trying to maintain a certain GPA level, for her, she dropped, I think her end grade this semester was 0.08, short of meeting the bar. 0.08. So she's having a tough time with that. She essentially, right, will lose the scholarship going forward. However, we have backup plans. We go look at other things that we can do. She's not be able to go to school or college. I mean, she's just an awesome, brilliant young girl, young woman who's working her butt off. But this video, I'm kind of distracted. I kind of lost focus there for a second. But this video is just letting you guys know, be prepared when you pick that school of choice and that college you're going to and you get those scholarships. If you're relying solely on that scholarship to make it through all 4 years of your college, that is a huge amount of pressure to put on someone that may not even be achievable. I know, like I mentioned in one of our classes, it was a very, engineering, chemistry or math class that she was taking, very intense. The highest grade was a 50. And a lot of these students from all over the country and the world are there on academic scholarships and having to maintain, A's across the board to keep their scholarships. And a lot of them are losing them. So it made me think, wow, if that's happening with my family, I wonder how many other families are dealing with the same situation that's not really talked about that much. So if you are either in college and have had that happen where you lost a scholarship, please comment. I would love to read what you have to say and share about what happened to you. I think if anything, this video, I would love to see it just kind of spread the news and people comment and share about their experiences so we can learn from each other. We will end up applying for student loans, whether she uses them or not. I 100% believe in trying to go through college education without going into debt. So we will try to make that happen. And luckily, she's not attending a school that's, $50,000 or $100,000 a year to go to. That would be devastating. However, a lot of students out there are, and a lot of students who have lost their scholarships because they couldn't maintain, an A or a B or a B plus or even a C, are now having to go get loans, scholarship loans, just to go to that school and follow through with their dream of becoming, whatever they're going to college for. So share this if you know someone who's getting ready to go to college, who's in college. Maybe they're applied for scholarships. They're looking at the scholarships colleges are offering. Ask them, hey, we're getting a full ride scholarship to XY university if her grades or his grades, or if they have a bad week or bad semester and it drops, is that it? Because from what I'm hearing and what I'm learning, that's it. Or do they have a chance to build their GPA back up? I don't know. So I think I know the answer. But I would be curious, what do you know? What's your knowledge? Maybe there's some folks working in universities right now that's watching this and like, oh yeah, you could miss your GPA by 0.001 and it's a wrap. You're done. Get a B and you're over. But anyway, not to make light of it, but to be serious about it. It can be very upsetting. I know in our situation, some of my daughter's friends, were just heartbroken, crying, just very distraught. Even my own daughter was upset, finding out that it looks like she's going to probably lose her scholarship from missing it by 0.08. And I told her, don't worry about it. You could have missed it by a whole point. Don't look at the past, look at the future. But it would be good to know those things ahead of time, to help you kind of prepare, have a game plan, a backup plan of what you can do to so that you're finishing through school and trying to do it without going into debt. And costs are rising. We're in an inflationary period. Everything costs more these days, and you've got a lot of students, you've got the tuition, you've got books, they're living on campus, the housing, parking passes, meal plans, all this stuff, So knowing that if you're relying 100% on a scholarship from a college to get you through those 4 years of education, that is a lot of pressure, a huge amount of pressure to put on a young, 18, 19-year-old young man or woman. So keep those things in mind, and the parents out there, as you're, trying to mentor, lead, and guide your children, those are factors to consider. If you've got a child that is looking at going to a university and it's $50,000 a year for tuition, and then you got to pay room and board, versus, well, hey, you can go over here to this community college for 2 years and knock it out for, $2,000-$3,000 a semester, if not a year, and then transfer to, said university. Or maybe you don't even do that. Maybe you pick one of those colleges that offer your, scholarships or tuitions that's, $20,000 a year or $10,000 a year, or maybe even $5,000 a year. Explore all those options. So I hope this video finds you well today. It's just something that was on my mind. And praying for you guys out there, and for my daughter. She works so hard, and it's just sometimes you feel like you've let someone down, or you've disappointed someone or yourself, and you just you got right there. And Lord knows, don't let that be the way you look at things. If anything, you've achieved greatness by making and setting goals, and you've met them, and God will carry you through. And just as another sharing point, I remember a couple of years ago, my daughter Lauren, she missed getting into her dental hygiene program by 1 point. I think it was I don't even remember now. I think it was you had to have a 49 or 50 points on this. I mean, there's a whole matrix, right? And she worked so hard and did 100-hour internships, took the TEAS test, did all these things, and went back, took classes to get higher grades. I mean, she did all this stuff, and she missed getting in for 1 point. And she literally had to wait another year to apply to get in. And in that time, she took other classes. She tutored other students who had gotten the program. She worked at the college. She did all these things. It was great, but that was so hard. It was so devastating to see my daughter go through the struggle of that. And I can relate to it, and I can empathize with so many families out there who see their kids, trying to do the best they can and coming up short every now and then. But fast forward, she finished school. She was the president of her class. She got out. She has a great job. She loves where she's working at, and she's a certified dental hygienist in North Carolina. So it just took her an extra year. So work hard. And Natalie, super proud of you, honey. Don't let this beat you down, and hopefully don't be embarrassed that I'm sharing this, because people don't like to talk about personal things at all, but I do, not to highlight any kind of negative situation, but to just share and encourage people. Because those are, there's a lot of things in life that we should share and try to help people out with. And a lot of the videos that I make on this Steam Engines USA YouTube channel are designed just for that. I just want to put information out there to help people. So super proud of you. God bless you all. Thanks for watching. And my girls, I'm so proud of you. Keep up, keep working hard. You're awesome. And to any student watching this out there that's struggling, or you feel just overwhelmed and just broke down crying because maybe you lost your scholarship, or maybe you bombed a test and you're stressed out right now wondering how am I going to bring my grade up, God's got you. Don't worry about it. He has a plan for your life, and this is just a stepping stone and a moment in time that he will carry you through. Rely on him, and he will bless you. So from High Point, North Carolina, thanks for watching. Steam Engines USA. Have a great day.